Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I am Sadia Hussain, lecturer, Department of Finance and Banking. Today I am going to discuss chapter 12, which is Bank and Client. My dear students, I am going to discuss chapter 12, which is Bank and Client. In this lecture, I am going to discuss the nature of bank-client relationship, bank's responsibility towards the client's responsibility towards the banks, and types of check. Nature of bank and client relationship. Main ideology of a bank is the relationship and belief between the bank and client. If any step of each party is against this belief and trust, then relationship between them gets disrupted. Persons, corporations, or companies involved in banking business are called banker. Such a way client means that person who is involved with the bank through his account or any of the service of the bank. On the basis of the functions and services provided by the bank to its clients, bank-client relationship can be considered as debtor-creditor relationship. When a client deposits money in the bank is a debtor and oppositely other party is creditor. Thus, this relationship grows through depositing money by the client. Contractual relationship. This relationship establishes through opening a bank account by the client. This relationship creates rights and responsibilities for both the parties. Under this contract, bank remains liable to return the client's deposited money. Client's trustee. Most of the time, banks give protection to the client's valuables, documents, etc. through providing the locker services. This relationship can be considered as legal relationship. Mortgage provider and receiver relationship. Bank provides loan against the client's property. This relationship is the outcome of the client's long-term relation and trust on the bank and bank's long-term services delivered to the clients. Last one is agency relationship. Payment dues and collect receivables are on behalf of the clients are the responsibilities of bank. Bank's responsibilities towards clients. According to the principle of banking business, doing welfare and protecting clients' interests are wholly the responsibilities of the bank. Pay back money. Generally, bank is bound to pay back the client's money, but it is paid on the fulfillment of some conditions specified by the contract. For example, if money is deposited in the current or savings account, client can withdraw money by writing the check and any approval of the bank is not needed. Secrecy of account. Bank never discloses any information of the clients except asked or advised by the court, central bank or respective client. Carrying on depositor's order. According to the order of the depositor, bank utilizes the deposited money. For example, if client orders bank to repay the dues to some specified person or party, bank does this as per order. In the same way, if client orders bank, after meeting the condition, to select the receivable, check or bill from a third party, the bank also does the same. Exchanging of interest and service fee. Bank collects money of receivable interest on behalf of the client and deposits properly to the client's account. Opportunity of easy loan repayment. Banks will have adequate fair dealing with the borrower for loan repayment and will give the client suitable time and opportunity to repay the loan. Client's responsibilities towards the bank. As bank has responsibilities toward the client also has responsibilities toward the bank in a similar way. Client's responsibilities are honesty. Client should show the honesty to maintain the relationship towards the bank. When opening a bank account, client should disclose all required information to the bank. Loan repayment. Client should pay installment of loan as per repayment schedule. So, if loan cannot be repaid according to contract, then bank will collect money by seizing or selling the mortgaged property of the client by the adoption of law. Collection of interest. If there is overdrawing in current account, banks cut interest in case of a borrower. Though a bank provides other benefits and services, it takes off some reasonable service charge. It is also the responsibility of a client to repay the interest and principal of a loan as per contract. Cautiousness. Clients have to follow cautiousness and rules in writing checks. For example, there should be correct signature, correct date, and money referred in the check should be in the account, etc. By check, we understand a written order to a bank from the depositor. A check is a negotiable instrument, which are basically three types: bearer check, order check, and cross check. Bearer check. A check which is payable to any person who presents it for payment at the bank counter is called bearer check. A bearer check can be transferred by mail delivery and requires no endorsement. That means a check which bears the name of the bearer or only bearer is called bearer check. It could be easily recognized or identified when it has only or bear words on check. A bearer check can be paid by the bank to any person in possession of the check. Order check. When the word or bearer printed on the check is cancelled and the word order may be written on the check is called an order check. An order check is one which is payable to a particular person. The payee can transfer an order check to someone else by signing his or her name on the back of it. That means a check on which the words or order appears after the payee's name is called order check. It can be paid to the payee or to any other person accordingly to payee's order. Crossed check. A cross check is any check that is crossed with two parallel lines, either across the whole check or through the top left-hand corner of the check. This double line notation signifies that the check may only be deposited directly into a bank account. Therefore, such check cannot be immediately cashed by a bank or by any other credit institution. That means a cross check is a direction to the payee banker that the check should be paid only to a banker and if the banker is named in the crossing. This check may be two types: general cross check and special cross check. This is our today's last topic: secrecy of bank account and related information regarding this. Relationship between the bank and client is of trust. This relationship dissolves only when conspiracy, fallacy, or illegal activities occur. The possible reasons those may dissolve the relationship between the bank and client are declared as bankrupt. If client is declared by the court as bankrupt, bank-client relationship dissolves. Mental disorder. If client is not capable of doing the bank transaction or may not remember anything, at that time relationship will dissolve. Garnishee order. If any garnishee order is enforced by the court, bank becomes bound to close the client's account. Bank's own decision. If client does not follow the bank's rules and principles, then bank may become bound to close the client's account. Client's own decision. If client is not interested to continue his account, relation comes to an end. Enmity due to war. If bank and client stay in a location on which division has taken place due to war, relationship dissolves. Complete balance transfer. If client orders the bank to transfer all his account balance to the other bank, the client's account automatically closes down. Death of client. Due to this reason, account comes to an end. Not making transactions for a long time. If any client does not make any transaction through the account for a long time, account of this client will be closed automatically. My dear students, that's all for today's class. If you have any kind of questions or queries, you can call me or we can discuss it in our Zoom class. Allah Hafiz.